Hello and welcome to the Daily Gas for October 9th, 2025, called Point to Next by Bill Murphy. Normal Sudoku rules apply. If a digit n is placed in a cell with an arrow, digit n plus 1 must be placed in one of the cells pointed by the arrow. So, what does that mean? Well, if we take a look here, this cell here contains a big fat gray arrow, the return of the big fat gray arrow. So if it contained a 2, let's say, that would mean that in one of these three cells that is pointed to here, there must be a digit n plus 1, or 2 plus 1, which is 3. So one of these three cells would have to be 3. If this was 4, let's say, which it couldn't be in this case, if it was 4, though, that would tell us that 5 would have to go in one of these three cells, which would break the Sudoku, so on and so forth for all of the arrows throughout the grid. And that's it. Those are the rules. Let's just jump right into it. All right, so one thing we can do very quickly here is realize that some of these arrows only point to one cell. So for example here, 2, 1, 6, 5, 4, 3, 9, 8, just keep going, 7, 6, 3, 2, this will be 3, 4, and this will be 7, 8. So that's step 1. Step 2 is saying, what can we do with these arrows that are like just outside? So here, this one is interesting because it can't be 6 to point to 7, and it can't be 5 to point to 6, which means whatever this is some consecutive set. So it could be 1, 2. Oh, well, here's the easy bit. Where does 9 go now? This can't be 9. These two can't be 9, so this has to be 9. There we go. Which means this has to be 1, 2, because otherwise we have 4, and there's no way for this to be 4, 5, or 3, 4. So yes, it has to be 1, 2, and we get 4. Let's see if we can do the same thing on the other side here. This can't be 2. You have to have a consecutive set. Where does it go? 7. But we can do 7, 8, or 8, 9. But at the very least, we know that 5 can't go here. 7, 8, or 8, 9. Which means this is either 5, 7, or 5, 9, but we don't know the order necessarily. Okay. Check here. Well, we definitely can't point to 1. We can't point to 2. So 4, 5, 8, 9. Interesting. And this cannot be 8, 9, which means it has to be 4, 5, which means this is 8, 9, which means it's 9, 8 here, which means this cannot be 7, 8. It must be 8, 9, which means this is 7, this is 5. Look at that. All right, and then can we do this? There's probably an easier way to do it, but I kind of like playing with the arrows. I'm sure there's some Sudoku that I could probably do to speed this along, but it's kind of fun to look at these arrow interactions and think about the way that we can, I guess, expand them to the rows or columns. So here, what are we missing? 2, 6, 7, 8. So it's either going to be 6, 7 or 7, 8. It cannot be 6, 7. This can't be 6. So just like the 9 here, we can actually just place 6 instantly. We know this must be 7, 8, and this will be the 2 that we were missing otherwise. This can't be 4 to point at the 5, 6. But we're missing 5 things here. So a little bit more to think about. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 7, 9. Okay, well, this can't be 7, this can't be 7. So where does 7 go? This actually just has to be 7. So 2, 3, 4, and 9. This can't be 2 or 3. 3, 4, 2, 3 could work. Oh, but problem is 2, 3, 3, 4. You always need 3 between these two cells. it's either 2, 3, 3, 4. Otherwise, the 9. Well, 9 can never go on an arrow. Sorry, 9 can't go on an arrow because you can't have 10. So this is 9. I guess that's another way we could think about it. And I see we can do some Sudoku. But again, I kind of want to focus on the arrows because I think it's interesting. So 2, 3, or 3, 4. And this is either 2 or 4. If it's 4, then it's 5, which doesn't work, which means it's 2 to point to 3, which means this is 3 to point to 4. And now we have some more digits, so let's look here. We need 9, which can't go on the arrow, so 9 will go here, as well as 4 and 6, which is just easily resolvable here. 4, 6. 4 cannot point to 2 or 3, so it must have 5 there. And now for the last of our arrows, I guess we could look at it from either direction, but we'll look at it here first. We're missing 1, 6, and 8. Interesting. 1, 2, 6, 7. And that's exactly what we're missing here. 1, 2, 6, 7. 2. Well, now we can use Sudoku to say that this is the only place where 7 can go. So this will be 6. And that means this is 1, this is 2. And we have now fully completed our big fat gray arrows, as well as all of our even columns and rows. Actually, not fully. We need to address that, and then we can do the rest of the Sudoku. We still need what 2 digits we're missing. We need 1 and 8. So there you go. 1 and 8, of course, sorry, because this was 1, 6, 8. And that's it. Now we need to do all of our odd spaces. So one thing I saw while we were doing that was 9 goes here. Let's just double click. See, I think that's the last of our 9s. We'll check 1s real quick. This will be 1 here. X-wing here, 2s. 2 X-wing on 2, 3s. Could have a 3 in the corner. We have a couple X-wings to consider here. 4. Okay. And that actually does leave us with just, what, 3 and 8? No 3 in the corner here. 3, 8. Let's go back to 3s real quick, because we can get 3 here. Still can't resolve this, so that's fine. We're looking at 4s, 5s. 5, 5. It's all of our 5s. 6s. Well, that's going to help us with our 1 X-wing there. That is the last of our 1s. This is 7, so let's just do that. This is 6, so we'll place that. 6, that's all of our 6s. 7s. Get a 7 in the corner. Aha! This will be 8. 8. This is 2. This is 3. This is... Hello? 2. There we go. And finally, as long as we didn't mess anything up, we have a 3 in the corner in 7 minutes and 36 seconds as the 200th solver for Point to Next by Bill Murphy. So with that, hopefully you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.